We're going to be talking about ways to acquire users for your mobile or web app. So you've launched an app, right, or a web app, and you probably might have put in a marketing strategy or not, or what you've done is not working. So here are a few things to do or to check in order to acquire users for your app. So the first thing that you are seeing here is App Store optimization, that's using keywords. So now this is if your app is on an app store, right? So you can use keywords optimization, screenshots, or reviews. Screenshots is one of the fastest way to grab attention, especially if you check Apple Store, Google Store. And this doesn't only refer to web or mobile apps, right? If you go to web apps have store like places where you go and list your apps on. And if you can do that, optimize keywords for it. Keywords is everything. You're building a finance tracker app and there's no finance tracker or trackers or something in your keywords. That means something is wrong. So whoever or however you want to do it, you need to find a way to put keywords that actually match what people are searching. Do more research and make sure your app's shots, that's the picture that describes your app, are eye catchy. And reviews goes a very long way. Try to get good reviews from your existing users and try to put it up there. Yeah, there might be good reviews and there may be bad reviews, but try to get the good ones. So you can use short form demo content. I think of recent, most apps these days are being promoted on social media even before they launch. There are lots of persons using social media to do this, and not only just social media, YouTube. Like, think since forever, YouTube have one of the fastest ways for people to promote their mobile apps or web app. Right, just create a video on a problem that people have, and people will definitely search on YouTube for it, and your content will be number one. Just keep it consistent, keep it premium. It doesn't have to be too much, but at least it should talk about the problem that people are actually searching for. So you can do this on Reels, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you want to do it. But the most important thing is nowadays content is king, and knowing how to distribute very well is also very, very, very important to acquiring new users. So now SEO and blog content. So SEO is now just not only reliant on blogs anymore now. So ChatGPT is, checking blogs to get or pull data on your website. Do you have how tools? Do you talk about what your app does? If you have an app and you don't have you're not talking about it especially for your blog. So this is broad because this cut across several apps. You need to talk about your app. You need to talk about how your app solve problems for them. If your app is an entertainment app, talk about it. If your blog doesn't make it look like it's gonna make sense, you can work with a popular blog like for example now all these tech products feature themselves in big tech publications, and people see that like, oh, okay, cool, 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 these guys exist, right? So if your website doesn't give that domain authority like that, you need to work with platforms that give strong domain authority, and they would definitely give you users. I can assure that, right? Especially if your product solve a real problem, because sometimes users may not be a problem if your product doesn't really solve a problem. So the next one is YouTube long form. I've already made mention of these, and case studies, especially the case studies, to be precise on. It is very, very important to showcase your case studies, especially for SaaS based products. So for non SaaS based products, I don't think you need any business to do with YouTube except you're doing YouTube shorts. For example, now there is these guys that use animations to promote their products indirectly. We can have the Duolingo guys that use social media to promote their products. So use case studies on how it solves people, and they've even gone as far as using animations or creating cartoons or something like that. So acquiring users is just depending on your strengths and what you do. You test. You don't just rely on one thing. If you test one thing, test for like a month or so. Try different varieties of these things, and depending on your product, right, and know exactly where your cost potential users are. If you don't know where they are, this might be a problem itself. This is just me telling you where and how to do it, but you need to know and have your data on who exactly your client is and where they are in order to acquire the right users. So now, influencers or creators, this is one of the fastest way to get your idea out there. If you have the funds, you can start with UGC creators, user generated content creators that don't take a lot of money to get things out there, right? You can work with them and you can then talk about your product or genuinely use your product. If it's reviews, right? Tech reviews, tech influencers, think influencers and creators have been doing a lot of work for ages now. So if your product doesn't look like tech, who exactly in your in the industry can really portray your product to their customers? You don't need to spend much, but you need to do your research and know that okay, even if I'm to hit one time, let me look for the best person to do this. And if you want to be your own UGC creator, well, it's possible, but you have to put in the work. So now, and if you want to do the next thing, it's going to be affiliates and referrals. Affiliates is very good. Affiliates and referrals are two different things. So now, starting with affiliates. Affiliates is more like you, people working with you and getting benefits from it. So now, for example, now you can have YouTubers who can talk. Same thing that goes with influencers. These guys are not just one-time persons. These guys are people that constantly talk about your product. They sell and they may sell more than one product, right? But they sell product within your niche. So now they can be an affiliate to your product, probably ambassadors or sponsors or whatever you want to call them, but affiliates. They're affiliated to your product. So they can talk about your product, keep talking about it, and they have the traffic, the audience. Sometimes it takes like up to 7 touch points before people finally buy from you, especially if your product is very hard to understand. But if it's very easy to understand, it may not take that much. But people still need to be reminded that your product exists. So you can work with an affiliate and referral programs. Most apps have referral programs, so you need to be smart about your referral programs, right? You need to know, okay, what it's not like bringing 5% to get $20 or something. Be smart about your strategies. Think about what's the best strategy for my if I bring them in, is it points that they will like? Is it funds that they will like? Is it getting more food or whatnot, depending on your product? Is it more getting more subscriptions or getting an extended subscription? If your product is very sweet to use, people want to spend more time with it, but you don't have money. Okay, refer 5% and spend more time using my app. So referral products work very well. So you can either use cash or credit. It all depends. It doesn't have to be money every time. Right. So now you can create your own community. So if you have the time, before you have built your app, you might probably have created a community. Marketing during or before launching your app is very important. So you might have created your own community on Facebook, Reddit, Slack, WhatsApp, Telegram, or join a particular community that you partner with someone who has a community. I think Ali Abdo, most persons have done this. They partner with their community to even launch an app. Not just that's a strategy, right? You partner with someone who has a large audience and push a product out. So you know that there's already an existing community, there's already an existing user base. All you just have to do is, oh, the app is ready, download my app, and you get the logic. Or you create your own community, make you the star of the community, and when you launch the app, people are already dying to use it. So, but whatever you are launching would have to relate to what the community core offer or core value is. So the next thing that we have is product launch. Yes, there's a lot. We still have a lot to go. So fasten your seatbelts. Let's go. Product hunt. Yes. When I launched my first app, I used Product Hunt and I got good reviews and I got people who even used it. So Product Hunt is a very good place. I don't think if you're especially a SaaS product, right? Especially product that cut across countries or regions, Product Hunt is a very good. Even if it doesn't, just put it there. You just have the Product Hunt badge there. You get so especially SaaS products. If you can put up your product on product and not only product but there are many others out there that you can put up your product on, and there's a video I'm going to tag to this. I did a video about this. You can get many of them, right? So you can use those guys to get more, and most people, those directories have been giving clients or users to especially SaaS products, and If you don't want to go through the product once, you can still use your Apple Store and the rest to launch your app into their ecosystem. So now the next thing is cold outreach. And before I explain this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any other ways for people or you've used to acquire users, don't forget to drop it in the comments below. So the next thing is cold outreach. A lot of people do this, though I don't know how to cold outreach. Even as a company, even as a personal person, I usually believe that there is one way or the I'm working towards it, but everything is not for everybody, right? So cold outreach is always very good. So just know your ideal customer profile or your customer avatar. Know who exactly who your customers is, or you have an idea who they are, right? And send out emails to them and see who bites. You get, but for apps, you have to send lots of cold outreach. Except your app has this, it's a high service app. But if it's not, you can use cold outreach to get to them, or cold outreach to influencers or community leaders that can promote your app. So cold outreach to one person that can reach many, not just sending large amount of bulk emails. That would just be spammy. So now partnership with complementary business. I think I've said this earlier on. So if you have businesses that you can partner with, it's going to go a very long way. So try to partner with businesses that would help you boost your business. So it is a very, very good one to take note of. So now you can do webinars, right? You can host webinars, especially for SaaS-based products. Webinars go a very, 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 very long way to promote your products. Then you have free tools, calculators. Most businesses use this. You have lead magnets, checklists, a very, very good way to also get clients. So there are many other ways: retargeting ads, search, paid ads, in-app variety. So you have ways, okay, invite your team and get more things, just almost like getting coins or the rest. And you have free trials. You can use sales motion, marketplaces. So this list is here for you to consume, right? So take your time, go through them, test one after the other, test what works for you, and if anything works for you, duplicate it and push it very well, because whatever works, don't change it. And you can test other things when you are still using what works. And if I've answered your question, let me know in the comment below. And if you have other ways to acquire users, let me know as well. Bye for now.